Hey everyone, welcome back to the Chanel Auto Cars. This is here, and today we're taking you deep into the rebirth of a legend, the 2026 Pontiac GTO. It's been decades since the original muscle car era roared across America, but now, the GTO is back. Reinvented, reborn, re-engineered. And it's more than just a name, it's a statement, a promise, and a challenge to every car still daring to be called a performance machine. The 2026 GTO doesn't whisper its return. It screams it through every carbon fiber body line, every piston stroke, every gear change, and every heartbeat of its drivers. And this time, it's more than a retro throwback. It's not a clone. It's not a nostalgia trip. It's a 21st century war machine, designed with brutal performance, elegant aggression, and Pontiac's unapologetic soul. When Pontiac disappeared in 2010, it left behind a void. But it also left behind one of the greatest legacies in American muscle car history, a legacy led by the GTO. The original GOAT redefined power in the 60s. It carved a new path in the 70s. It tried a comeback in the 2000s. And now, in 2026, the name returns with no compromise, no detours, only full throttle intent. Everything about the 2026 Pontiac GTO is aggressive. Its stance is lower, its lines are sharper, and its design speaks in a language only car lovers truly understand. The front fascia is a fusion of retro nods and futuristic menace. Quad LED DRLs mimic the split grille heritage, while the hood scoops are functional, not decorative. Air gets in because the engine demands it. Under that hood is what brings the entire resurrection into focus. Gone is any thought of a safe, mild hybrid or all-electric compromise. This GTO launches with a 6.6-liter twin-turbocharged V8, an all-new GM performance powerhouse codenamed Typhon. It makes 765 horsepower and 738 pound-feet of torque. And it's all sent to the rear wheels through a Tremec 6-speed manual gearbox, yes, manual, or an optional 10-speed automatic with paddle shifters. Launch control, standard. Line lock, yes. Burnouts, encouraged. 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds. Quarter mile in 10.7. Top speed, 205 miles per hour. But that's just numbers. The way it delivers this performance is what makes the 2026 GTO unforgettable. The engine doesn't just rumble, it roars with fury. The exhaust system features an active quad valve setup, allowing it to growl softly in stealth mode or shake the streets open in track mode. Rev matching in the manual version lets every downshift sound like a declaration of war. And that engine doesn't just perform, it responds. Instant boost. No lag. No hesitation. Just torque, on tap. The suspension system is as advanced as the powerplant. GM's 4th-gen magnetic ride control makes its return, tuned specifically for the GTO's heavier rear-drive platform. The architecture itself is based on an evolution of the Alpha Plus platform, shared with the Camaro 1 Zelati and Cadillac CT 5-volt Blackwing, but the GTO gets unique geometry, wider track widths, and stiffer subframes. The result? Cornering that would shame most sports sedans. The steering is electronic, precise, and direct. Feedback through the Alcantara-wrapped wheel is sharp, with road textures and load changes instantly communicated. Drive modes, street, sport, track, and custom, alter everything from throttle mapping to damper stiffness to exhaust note. And track mode sharpens everything like a blade. But this GTO isn't just brute force and cornering grip. It's also design, muscular, modern, unmistakable. The body is a blend of aluminum and carbon fiber. The widebody arches are functional, housing 325 section rear tires and 305s up front. The wheels are forged, 20-inch, with optional carbon ceramic brakes from Brembo. The hood is vented. The rear diffuser is aggressive. The dual-plane rear wing provides 300 pounds of downforce at 150 miles per hour. Everything has a reason. Step inside and you're greeted by a cockpit that blends old-school grit with new-school tech. 2 deep-set analog gauges, a nod to the original GTO, flank a 12.3-inch digital cluster. In the center, a floating 13.2-inch OLED touchscreen runs GM's next-gen infotainment suite, complete with Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, Alexa integration, and OTA updates. The software is lightning fast, customizable, and non-intrusive. Seats are Recaro-built buckets with integrated bolsters, offering both heat and cooling. The stitching is red, the accents are aluminum or carbon fiber, and the center console is clean, purposeful. Wireless charging, performance telemetry, launch timers, Real-time G-force meters. It's all there, but it never distracts. Pontiac has even revived one of the most iconic interior features, the Hearst-style shifter for the manual model. Solid metal, short throw, a tactile connection to history. For those who know, it's everything. But what sets the 2026 GTO apart is its character. It isn't trying to be a Mustang. It isn't pretending to be a challenger. It doesn't care what Tesla or Lucid or Rivian are doing. This is pure analog aggression in a digital world. It's a car for drivers. For the diehards. For those who want the soundtrack of an angry V8 instead of silence. And yet, it isn't stuck in the past. There's a limited run electric variant coming, a GTO E-Phase. 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. Dual motors. 850 horsepower. But even that version keeps the styling, the soul, and the feel alive. Pontiac knows the future is coming, but it's not letting go of its roots. Not yet. The GTO also comes in 3 trims: Base, GTO R, and GTO Judge. The base is already potent. The GTO R gets more carbon fiber, a freer exhaust, wider tires, and a 20 horsepower bump. The Judge is the halo: matte paint, stripped weight, forged magnesium wheels, titanium exhaust, and a racing-inspired interior. Only 500 Judges will be made. Each one numbered. Each one absurd. Production of the 2026 GTO takes place in Michigan, with Pontiac reborn under GM's Performance Division umbrella. It's no longer a full brand, but rather, a dedicated skunkworks team responsible for heritage muscle. And the GTO is just the beginning. A modern Firebird may follow. A Tempest EV is in the works. The new Pontiac is leaner, meaner, and totally focused. The pricing starts at $68,000. GTO R at $78,000. The Judge, $99,000. Expensive, maybe. But this isn't about value, it's about meaning. And in 2026, meaning is rare. There are few cars today that demand attention without shouting. That move like a race car but feel like an extension of the driver. That carry history not like a weight, but like a weapon. The 2026 Pontiac GTO does all of that, and more. It's for those who believe the road still matters. That muscle is still alive. That loud is still good. It's for those who never let Pontiac die in their hearts. And now, they finally get the car they've been waiting for. This is a GTO for a new era. Not a museum piece. Not a tribute. A resurrection. And it's as fast, loud, and unapologetic as ever. This has been here, where legends are never forgotten, and history always has a future.